Hey guys, here I am, Kupfer. I'm back again to give you guys an update on the current situation in Thailand regarding COVID-19. So in this video I'm going to talk to you about the current phase 4 easing of the lockdown and a new scheme called the travel bubble. So before I get started in this video, please hit that subscribe button below. So for the last 3 weeks now in Thailand there have been 0 new locally transmitted cases of COVID-19, which is excellent news. The only cases they do have are all imported cases again from Thais returning from abroad. So with this being said, the phase 4 of easing of the lockdown is now underway. So what's happening in phase 4? So the phase 4 started on Monday the 15th of June, and as of Monday the curfew has finally been lifted. However, that being said, strict controls under the current emergency decree will continue to be enforced, especially and particularly on entry to Thailand. So getting back to business, what is reopening for phase 4? So international schools, tutorial schools, language centres, cram schools, they can all reopen now if they have no more than 120 students. So meetings, seminars, conventions, exhibition and event halls can all resume their activities, but of course social distancing must continue to be observed. Now some of the best news is alcohol can now be sold in restaurants. Of course bars and clubs and pubs and karaoke bars are still closed. Domestic airlines can now sell all of their seats because airplanes have good ventilation systems, and since most of the domestic flights are only a duration of 1 hour, it is believed that you need 2 hours exposure to an infected person to get infected yourself. With this logic, bus companies can only sell 70% of their seats because of course the majority of bus journeys take much longer than 1 hour. Water parks, amusement parks and playgrounds can reopen, with the exception of ball pits and inflatable playgrounds. They will continue to be closed because it's a bit more difficult to disinfect them and clean them. And finally, restaurants which offer live music performances, they can also now reopen as well. If you want to learn more about phase 3 of easing of the lockdown, of 2 or 1, you can see the cards above here, and that will direct you to phase 3, so you can learn a bit more in depth about what happened prior to phase 4. So since the gradual reopening of Thailand and its businesses, I'm seeing a lot of questions on social media concerning when can tourists start coming to Thailand again. Currently there are discussions about a new scheme called Travel Bubble. So this Travel Bubble scheme is gaining a lot more popularity within the countries that are actually able to contain the spread of COVID-19, such as Thailand, maybe Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia. This scheme allows citizens from 2 low-risk countries to travel between each other without being subject to 14 days of quarantine. So for example, let's say Thailand is considered a low-risk country and also Laos. I could happily go to Laos right now and I don't need to quarantine myself for 14 days. So this scheme was just put forward to the government on Wednesday the 17th of June, so just yesterday. And as a result, it seems that there will be no travel bubbles yet for general tourism, and the only people at the moment who will really benefit from the travel bubbles are essentially working professionals. So that could be engineers, technicians or foreign teachers returning back to Thailand for work. So there's been some new statistics which have been released. So according to the Global COVID-19 Index, or aka GCI, Thailand have been ranked number 2 in the world after Australia, and it essentially measures how well the countries have adapted and dealt with the COVID-19 pandemic. So how is the GCI measured? So 70% of the score comes from fatalities of COVID-19. In Thailand that's just 58. And the remaining 30% comes from scores from the Global Health Security, which assesses the readiness for each country to cope with the pandemic. So Thailand was quite ready, which is why I guess we've seen a very small number of cases and very slow infection rates over in Thailand. The only real places that really suffered in Thailand were Bangkok, Phuket and some areas in the south of Thailand. So to conclude, there you go, loads of really good updates, excellent news. It's great to see life slowly becoming more normal and people are going out a lot more here in Thailand. I've just been able to travel a little bit around the provinces. I don't need to quarantine. Everywhere pretty much is open and it's still easy to get around. And it's really nice to be able to get out and about again and just experience Thailand. At the moment, the current date of the complete reopening of Thailand is July the 1st. Of course that could change, but right now that is the date that we have. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one to give you hopefully loads more good news and even better, tell you that Thailand is reopened again. Thanks very much, stay safe, goodbye.